Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shredyy, and we back with some 2K. And we have some things to talk about, and I got some fucking crazy ass gameplay for y'all right here on this shit. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. The end is some bullshit. But what I want to talk about, the topic of this video today, is we're talking about 2K dropping an E-League announcement that they're going to be coming up with E-League. Now, if you've played with me, I've talked about how FaZe or Optic should have bought out an E-League team, but I didn't think that they was going to do it like this. So the information that we know now is that the teams are actually going to be bought from NBA teams itself. You see me miss wide open shots, it's because it happens all the time, but let's not get off topic. Let's just roll with it. But okay, so the E-League is going to be comprised of 30 teams. Eventually, 30 NBA teams are going to have the teams. The teams are going to consist of 5 players, and there's no bench players. And from what we can try to understand about it, is that it's going to mimic a real NBA season. I think every season that's what they should do, is kind of mimic an NBA season every season. 82 games on 2K would be really nothing, as long as we could somehow have the schedule as an NBA team, and apparently it's going to be endorsements and things like that. You're basically going to be a real NBA player, except for it's for a basketball game, NBA 2K. Now, I think that's a beautiful idea. I already knew that it was going to transition to something like this. I knew it was going to happen, and if somebody does not pick me up on their NBA team, they're just going to be delusional, man. I mean, honestly, I'm going to try out and honestly see if I can make it, and hopefully, and see what can happen. I would love to do it, get paid to play the game. It doesn't deal with my park and a lot of things like that, but I just gotta be, hopefully I would be lucky enough. I already know I'd be skilled enough to do it. And the reason why I believe that I'm skilled enough, and I'm confident, it doesn't mean to sound cocky at all, but on terms of 2K, I've been playing this game for a long time, so I kind of know the ins and outs of it, and I've played real basketball before in my life, so I know about real basketball IQ. Now, I've never played in an NBA game, and these people are going to play their hearts out. I know that. But on the terms of team basketball, I don't really think there would be too many people on team basketball on 2K itself that could mess with me. And that's not being cocky, that's just being truthful. But the only thing that sucks with my park and my player stuff is the servers. You can see, just by watching this gameplay, you can see how laggy it is. And this gameplay is at 3 in the morning, okay? I'm making this video at 2 in the morning just so I can upload it as I'm asleep, and it render as I'm asleep. See me snatching back with no stamina. Whatever. But I believe that a team should draft me. I would, I think I'd be really good at it, and I don't know. I'd love to see what could happen, but so 2K. But we gotta have a little bit of talk here, okay? We gotta talk to your fans here, okay? 2K. You got time to make all these esports teams, but you don't have time to fix your servers. You don't have time to fix the waiting for opponent cheese. A lot of people don't even realize what I just said, the waiting for opponent cheese. You probably have never had the waiting for opponent cheese. The waiting for opponent cheese is basically when this little box that says waiting for opponent starts off at 14 seconds. Waiting for opponent, 14. Pops up. Wouldn't have been surprised if it popped up right there. But anyways, waiting for opponent cheese. Okay? They literally stop you mid-game as the game's going on. Your guy runs out of bounds. Okay? If you've never experienced this type of lag, then you're probably, or if you've already had this happen to you, and you're like, dude, you're talking about the same thing that happens on a regular basis. I know that. I know that happens. But to the people who don't know, to the people who have perfect internet, beautiful internet, and to the vast majority of people who don't, they know what we're talking about. Okay? So you got all this time to make things and cause tournaments for 250 grand, but you can't even spend 250 grand on your servers. Okay, let me stop. But let's get back to the topic of the video, the esports team. Another thing I would like to talk about is how would you try out? I mean, would park record or my player park come into consideration at all? Would they judge it by, I don't know, your past accounts? How would you get your name out? Would you have to market yourself like YouTube? NBA teams, would you have to drive to the NBA arena and they set up some sort of booth and you have to try out? I don't know how you would try out on 2K. I'm not too sure how this would be handled, but I would love to see the process that happens. I take a dumb shot, but I got a horse down there that gets snagged on by a sharpshooter, but whatever. So I strip his ass. Whatever. But how would you try out, game? Like, how would these teams get tried out? And that's what I'd love to see the debates in the comments, to the few people who watch my videos, to the nice little people who actually take their time out the day. Also, guys, in this game, just a little off topic, I was ripping the fuck out of this, man. I think I ended the game with 4 stills. I thought you'll see me get 2 more. But just keep watching this video, guys. It gets pretty crazy. But anyways, so a lot of things I was thinking about. How would you try out? Would they get, I don't know, player information from 2K themselves, and they you would maybe get a contact email on your My Player account email, or to see if they can give you a tryout or a 10-day contract on 2K to impress some people. See that hustle right there too. You can hear my dumbass laugh in the background, but yeah, man, and to anybody who's ever seen me play, my park record right now is 1159, I think, and 300 something, I'm not too sure. 100, maybe 180 of my losses are from lagging out. So, I guess that you don't want to count that. But, on terms of team basketball and playing a position, I've done that. I've done that forever. So, 2K, any 2K developers, if they watch this video, I'd love to see how you try out, and I would love to try out. I know it sounds pretty stupid to make a YouTube video on that, but hell, I mean, what else are people doing with their lives? I mean, I got 800 subs that I gotta make a video for that takes forever to make, but I'll still do it. But how would you try out for 2K, guys? And people, that's what I would love for y'all to comment and debate on in the game. But we're closing in on the end of this game, and you see him hit that corner 3. That's on me. I was reaching, he was teaching. So we got the next possession right here, and I kick it down to Humpty Dumpty, head having ass, and I'm trying to sauce him up. He's not going. My ankle breaker goes up. He's locking me. Threw it down to my center. He was really getting some dumb defensive animations, but I guess I was too, because I was locking him up. It's 21-22. He's trying to get the shooter open. Not about to let that happen. He's a slasher, so you can play paint, but I get slid up. And you see bad defense. I jump, but he hesitates. So we're really anxious right now. We're trying to clutch up so bad. You see my boy gets a bad reach-in foul. That shouldn't happen, but we're coming up on the craziest part of the video here real soon in a couple seconds, and I've never seen anything like this happen to me before. This is probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me before on this game in the past 2K, so guys, I want y'all to just watch this and see the dumb shit that happens on 2K. The dumbest shit I've ever seen on this game. I mean, honestly, we end up losing this game. We dropped this game. I play in good defense, got the lateral movement, and just get a straight fucking animation and get windmilled on, but I pull up a nice open 3 off pick and roll, and it bounces off the backboard and ends up going in. If you guys want to rewind it, I'm pretty sure you already have a couple times. You see the daily dumb shit that happens on 2K, and with the 2K League. I would love to really see how this can really play out. And if you guys are 2K fans and think I should get drafted, because I think I would do really well in the league. Honestly, purposely. You can see my bar. We're 45% through Superstar 1, and this game plays a little bit old, so I think I'm at like 50%. But guys, if you like this video, this little commentary over some part gameplay, like, comment, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And if you think I should get drafted, comment me a pick this man up with 3 exclamation marks in the comments. And I'm still salty that I took a L because the shot wants to go in, but it doesn't count because it touched the top of the backboard. So, 2K, fix your game. Please. We're tired of this shit, man.